surrounding the jets. That's also serious, has a ripple effect throughout the country.
Right.
A lot of those Missouris and the rivers in Missouri, of course, are flat and lay closer to the ground than they do here around here. So they don't have much farther to go over the banks.
Right, and the river forecast, something that they'll have to pay very close attention to in the days to come because we have more showers and storms training over these same spots. And you'll notice here, this is 48-hour estimated rainfall, but most of this has fallen within the last 24 hours. And what your eye is drawn to is that stripe that cut through Missouri. Radar estimations of 7 to 10 inches of rainfall there. But that also dove into western Kentucky, where there were reports anywhere between 3 to 7 inches of rainfall. So this is where the heaviest storms were training yesterday evening into the overnight hours. Lots of reports of damage there in the western part of Kentucky, into southern Illinois, and into this pocket of Missouri as well. And that part of Missouri that you just saw, where all the flooding waters took over some campgrounds, they were under what's called a flash flood emergency. And that's where you're dealing with a lot of rescues and evacuations. So that same general area is under what's called a moderate risk for flash flooding tonight. That's a level 3 out of 4 because their ground is so saturated. They've already been dealing with high waters, and now you got heavy rain on top of it. Here at home, we're on that step below it, a slight risk. That's the same risk we were in last night. The same risk we'll be in for our Saturday, and then we're a step below that on Sunday, as our rain chances are a little bit more up in the air. They look spottier, but we'll have a lingering area of low pressure. So I do think some of us could still see some scattered showers and maybe some storms on Sunday before all that pushes down to the south early next week. Now today, I will say we did pick up about 1.5 inches of rainfall at the Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. And you might think, when? Most of the day was dry. This was all between about 1 a.m. and 7 a.m. today. And then we did dry out midday and had more sunshine for the rest of it. We warmed into the mid 80s after starting off in the lower 70s. So we were a few degrees below normal, but still very, very humid. Satellite and radar tonight, we have been dry ever since here in Kentuckiana, ever since about mid-morning, with more scattered activity off to our north, and then these stronger storms that are diving down southeastward. You'll notice here, kind of in the same areas that were impacted last night. So we're talking the southern half of Illinois, south of St. Louis, and down into the Paducah area. Nothing is severe warned at this point, but a lot of lightning, gusty winds possible, and heavy rainfall as well. So we'll see if some of that, as it moves southeastward, can kind of also move eastward, because that's where the moisture transport is wanting to take it. So I'd say anywhere from Du Bois County down to Grayson County, maybe Hart County could be impacted by that first wave. Better chance of rain, though, for many of us doesn't arrive until early Saturday morning, 4 to 7 a.m. or so. That will swing on through here. And then we could get a break in the day to Saturday, similar to what we saw today, where we actually make it through midday into the afternoon. But with an area of low pressure a little bit closer by, we could see more of those storms pop up during the heat of the late afternoon into the evening hours. That kind of rotates through here into Saturday night. And then whatever is left over with this low here, wherever it ends up setting up, could pop additional, this is Sunday afternoon, additional showers and a few storms trending just south of Louisville. So heavy rainfall, flash flooding, our greatest threat, but we do have a low end threat for some strong winds. So be aware of that. Better threat off to our southwest for your both tonight and tomorrow. Beyond this, next week does trend a little bit drier. It still will be warm and humid, so a pop-up storm can't be ruled out, but temperatures will return to the lower 90s beginning on Wednesday. Doug.